Good morning, boys and girls. This morning, I would like to share with you a book called Caterpillars and Butterflies. It's filled with facts, scientific facts about caterpillars and butterflies. We're going to read it in two different sessions. I want you to see how much you can learn. So it's something you really want to listen to. Soon we'll start to see caterpillars in our neighborhood, in our yards. Let's learn something about them, all right? Amazing insects. Butterflies are flying insects with beautiful wings. They begin life as a caterpillar. This is a peacock butterfly. The spots on its wings look like the marks on a peacock's tail. Look how beautiful that butterfly is. Oops, there we go. Tiny eggs. Butterflies lay eggs on leaves and twigs. The eggs are sticky so they do not fall off. Some butterflies lay more than 1,000 eggs in just a few weeks. Isn't that amazing, boys and girls? More than 1,000. You see these yellow? These are a picture of some butterfly eggs. Many eggs have a thick, rough covering. A caterpillar is growing inside each egg. They will be ready to hatch in a few days. Butterfly eggs come in different shapes. The bottom of this page with the yellow eggs, there are 3 pictures showing us some of the different shapes that butterfly eggs come in. Some eggs look like round pearls. Do you see the 2 tiny white eggs? It's amazing to think that there's going to be a caterpillar growing inside. Other eggs are long and thin. Look, see them? I believe they're the orange, yeah. They're even a different color. How many do we see here? 1, 2, 3, 4. A few eggs hang like beads on a string. Look how different in this third picture, boys and girls. We have 3 different strings of caterpillar eggs hanging off of a leaf. Whoops, what page comes next? Hatching out or lots of eggs. I'm sorry, boys and girls, I lost. Tiny eggs hatching out. Here we go. Hatching out. A caterpillar bites a hole in its egg and hatches out. Look on this page here. This cabbage white caterpillar is hatching. You can see other tiny caterpillars still inside their eggs. First, a caterpillar eats its egg. This gives the caterpillar energy, helps it be strong. It is still hungry, so it eats the leaf the egg was on. Look at that. And then it moves on to eat more leaves from the same plant. Caterpillars have very, very strong jaws. They can munch through a leaf in just a few seconds. See, it has to eat its way out of its egg, and it even eats the egg. Then it eats the leaf, and it eats it very quickly and moves on to find other food. It has to grow quickly. Lots of legs. Look at this caterpillar. Isn't that amazing? All caterpillars have 16 legs. The front 6 legs are stiff. Well, this caterpillar is a gum moth caterpillar, right? We have different types of caterpillars. So this green caterpillar, with this caterpillar, the front 6 legs are stiff and pointed for grabbing food. This is how it grabs its food. So it goes around looking for leaves to eat. Some caterpillars, okay, so these are for grabbing food, and then the other legs on this caterpillar, you can see them. Look, they're fatter legs. What are those for, right? The caterpillar has to move around a lot. These fat legs have suckers on them for clinging onto stalks and onto twigs. Some caterpillars move along in big loops, right? And soon we'll start to see this outdoors. You'll start to see these caterpillars. And it's really fun to watch them, right? You want to hold still when you come across a caterpillar and see what it's doing, boys and girls. So let me read here. The front part of the body stretches out. Then the back part of the body lifts up and moves up to meet the front, right? I think you've all seen a caterpillar moving along. So remember, they have 16 legs. That's amazing, boys and girls. Now, caterpillars have predators. So here you can see how they protect themselves. Stay away. Birds and insects like to eat caterpillars. Many caterpillars have patterns on their body to help them hide. This geometric moth caterpillar looks just like a twig. Can you spot it? Some caterpillars make a horrible smell that keeps other animals away. Many caterpillars, like this one, try to look really scary to frighten their enemies. The puss moth caterpillar rears up to look big and fierce, tries to look like a monster so that the birds and the insects do not approach him. Sweet oil caterpillars eat poisonous plants, and this makes them taste very bad to birds. So look at the different ways they protect themselves in nature, right? Let's see, by camouflaging themselves, by giving off a bad smell, by looking very frightening, and then by eating plants that give, they're poisonous plants, boys and girls, not to the caterpillar, but they taste really bad. So the birds are going to leave them alone. They're not going to want to eat those caterpillars. That's amazing. Okay, caterpillars are big, big eaters. Here we see a leaf with lots of holes in them. Caterpillars eat all the time. They find a plant that they like and they eat it until it's all gone. These caterpillars are called large whites. They only like to eat cabbage leaves. Okay, so on this page, that's a cabbage leaf with caterpillars that are called large whites. So they eat until the whole leaf is gone. Soon, caterpillars grow so fat that their skin is too tight and it starts to split apart. Right? We start to see that up here. Imagine their skin actually splits. They wriggle out of the old skin, and underneath is a new stretchy skin. Isn't that amazing? This swallowtail caterpillar has a brand new skin. It leaves the old skin behind. Most caterpillars change their skin 4 different times. Each time, the pattern becomes more interesting. So look at that. They eat so much that they burst out of their skin to have a new skin underneath the old skin. And they'll do that up to 4 times, boys and girls, with the pattern on the caterpillar becoming more and more beautiful. Right? Once that has happened, it is time actually for the caterpillar to begin to change. And we're going to read more about that later. All right, so this is a book that gives us a lot of facts, things that are true about caterpillars and butterflies. In my next session, I'm going to read a book to you that many of you are familiar with. That's a fun story about a very hungry caterpillar. So I hope you enjoyed learning some facts about caterpillars and butterflies. I look forward to reading the rest of this book to you at another time. Thank you, boys and girls, for listening.